What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Kentucky on two wheels. I am making a little motovlog video here. This is the second one I've ever done using the setup that I'm using. Hopefully everything's recording properly like it's supposed to be. Just gonna go for a quick little ride here. Probably gonna stop somewhere and give a run through on my bike, so you guys know what I'm up to, what I'm riding with, what I'm working with, all that good stuff. Try not to wreck, do anything crazy like that. Like I said, I'm Kentucky on two wheels. I'm here in lovely Louisville, Kentucky. You'll hear it pronounced 1,000 different ways: Louisville, 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 Louisville. The people that live here, we mostly just say Louisville. It's a nice day today. It's probably about 90 degrees. I figured get out and do a little motovlog ride. Basically, I'm gonna just do a walk around on my bike. I'm gonna ride downtown to the waterfront. We're gonna go basically right down through campus here, get some shots of the stadiums, and then I'll head downtown, see what's up down there. But Louisville baseball team is pretty good. I don't think they made the World Series in college baseball last year, but I know they made the Super Regional, and like the year before, I'm pretty sure they were in the World Series. Like, they're pretty good every year. I think this is it. There's Papa John's Cardinal Stadium right there. It's actually a really nice stadium. They're doing an addition right now to the kind of close in the end zone. It was a horseshoe with an open end zone, and they're going to close that in with another set of stadium stands. It's a nice field, though. A really nice field. I got the blue right there. Stop. I know there's no traffic here, but still gotta stop. Come on, guys. But this is like a good little non-scenic place to do a walk around. I think of all the places I could do a walk around, this is the worst. There's absolutely nothing there out here to look at. It's all a bunch of shit. But fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna park it right here. So this is my 2005 Suzuki GS 500F. It's a good little bike. It's a GS 500F, GSF. So it's not quite a middleweight. So a lot of people refer to these as girly bikes. I really enjoy riding it though. But I do consider her a female, so I've affectionately named her Jimasu Freebush. But it's a 498cc engine. These things have been made since like the late 80s. To my knowledge, the F didn't come along until like 2003, I think. The F just means it has the front and side fairings on it. This one has been dropped several times. Previous owners dropped it a couple times. I've dropped it once when I was trying to change the oil in it. The reason I dropped it is because it has a center stand here that's built into the bike where you can rock it up on the center stand. And when you're going to change the oil, it's beneficial to do that. I wasn't super familiar with how to work it, and I dropped it over on its right side. I did a little bit of damage to the tailpipe here. You can see there, and all these scratches were there previously. The only other thing I did was I broke the end of the shift lever that was on here off, and I scratched up this hand grip. So I basically just went in and changed the levers and hand grips on the bike just to take care of that problem, and I plan on changing the exhaust pretty soon. I also want to get a replacement for this thing. It's gnashed up pretty bad, and I want to repair the fairings, all the scratches on them and everything, but this is a great little bike, man. You know, I wanted to get into riding a couple months ago, so I looked into just buying a brand new bike, and it just didn't seem economical at the time, so I decided I would buy a used bike. It's pretty well stocked as far as the engine goes and everything, but I have done a couple of things. Added a light kit to it. You can't see it right now, but at nighttime there's blue LEDs and there's a white LED that strobes. It makes it show up really well. Flush mounted the front turn signals. As you can see, the normal ones stick out and they got these big stalks on them. These just flush it up to the fairing, makes it look a little bit cleaner. Like I said, I changed the shift levers to these adjustable ones. They're really nice, and now they're closer to the bar. The factory ones stick way out here and they're kind of hard to reach. I put on some aftermarket grips. I just thought these matched the bike better with the blue and the black. The rear fender on the stock GSF 500Fs, you'll see it come way down, and the license plate sits down here. Did a fenderectomy and raised that license plate up. Also put 2 LED lights into the screws that hold the license plate on. These light up blue at night, and obviously you can see I put on these aftermarket turn signals. I couldn't find any that flushed all the way up, so I went ahead and went with these stalks. They've got yellow lights in them. So far, that's the only thing I've done to the bike. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. I don't know why the previous owner did this, but he put a GSX-R tank saver thing on here. It's not even the full one because it's made for a GSX-R, and he couldn't fit the side ones on because it doesn't contour to the tank. Which, if you buy the GSF, the one that's made for this bike, it'll contour to the tank better. And he took the GS500F stickers off. Kind of like he didn't want anybody to know it's a GS500, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. If it's a Suzuki, it's got a fairing, and then you get behind it and you see that 140 millimeter tire on the 3.5 inch wheel hub. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's a 500. So I don't know who he was trying to fool with that, but you know, whatever. But that's the bike. Gonna get back to doing a little riding here. This bike is not going to keep up with your 600s, your 750s, and your leader bikes on a bike ride. If you're going like 80 miles an hour plus on most of the ride, and they're going knee down in the corners and stuff like that, this bike isn't going to hold up. However, if it's just on a regular bike ride where there's like 20 or 30 people and you're reaching top speeds of like 70 or 80 even, that's your top speeds, that's not your average speed, this bike will do absolutely fine. It's a beginner's bike, but it's on that borderline of beginner's bike and a bike that you can just kind of keep and hang on to. I mean, if I'm out riding this around a year from now, I don't think I'm going to be that, disappointed. I would recommend it for any first-time riders. You can pick one of these up for not a lot of money. Pretty, somewhere in the $1,500 to $3,000 range will get you one of these bikes. And aside from, the normal maintenance, the normal wear and tear, these bikes are pretty well bulletproof. I mean, they're tried and true engines. They're air-cooled, it's a 4-stroke engine, it's a parallel twin. They run really, really well. They don't break down a lot, and they're easy to maintain. They're easy to work on. And there's a big following for the GS500. There's actually a website out there. It's called gstwins.com. I'm not sure why it's called GS Twins. I don't know if it's a play on the fact that it's a parallel twin engine and it's a GS or whatever. But for whatever reason, there's a website called gstwins.com, and it is just chock full of everything you could ever mod or modify, or any maintenance you ever had to do, any modifications you might want to do, any modifications. It's got modifications on there that you might never have thought of doing, that if you go through the website and you see them, you go, oh, that looks cool, maybe I'll do that to my bike. If you don't like that skinny back wheel, there's a video out there that shows you how to do a swap with a Katana 600 wheel. You know, there's some stuff you have to do, some bending and some cutting and stuff, but you can make it fit. You can take a wheel from like a 98 to 2002 Suzuki Katana 600, which is a 4.5-inch wheel with a 150 millimeter tire, and you can swap it out and put it on the back of the GS 500. So it's things like that there's a community out there that will allow you to do things like that maybe you didn't even think you could do. So if you need a starter bike, you don't have a bunch of money you want to spend, you just want to get something used, go find you a GS 500, man. They're really great bikes. I highly recommend them. Oh, cop. There's a cop there. Oh, got a green. I don't know if I can go in the parking lot. I don't think they have anything going on today. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just kind of cruise around. Whoa, speed bump. Oh. This is Louisville Slugger Field here. Got the overload grill. Target bus is in the way. And then just on the other side of the interstate there is the downtown waterfront area. Probably cruise down through there in a minute. But this is where our minor league baseball team, the Louisville Riverbats, play. It's also where our minor league soccer team, Louisville City FC, that's where they play their soccer games. I think it's in the works for us to get an actual soccer stadium for the soccer team. So I don't think they'll be there very much longer. This is the Big Four Station Bridge. That's a pedestrian bridge. It used to be an old railroad bridge, but then the railroad shut down and stopped going through there, so they converted it to a pedestrian bridge. People come down, they ride their bikes, they walk, they run. You see people working out on the bridge up there. It's a really cool little spot that Louisville made up for everybody. Oh, you are not supposed to be parked there, sir. But up here on the right, I wonder if I can turn down this parking lot. I'm gonna try to. Anyway, it's the Belle of Louisville. It's the steamboat that sits down the waterfront. It also has a second steamboat called the Spirit of Jefferson. It sits right next to it. You can actually rent spots on there and go have dinner on it and everything. And then every year we have a steamboat race right around Derby time with another steamboat from Cincinnati. And I think it's all staged. Like, they don't actually race. There's the Belle of Louisville there. They don't actually race. It's all staged, kind of like a WWE match, but it's still cool that they do it. It's still cool that we keep that old steamboat around, you know, for things like that. then they race up and down the Ohio River, I think. J-Law. What's up, J-Law? J-Law's from Louisville. If you ever watch Major League Baseball, you know that they use a lot of times Louisville Slugger baseball bats. They're called Louisville Slugger baseball bats because they're made here at the Louisville Slugger plant museum. And because of that, you have a giant freaking bat right there. If you've never been to Louisville, if you do come, definitely go to the Louisville Slugger Museum. It's a cool place to come to and check out. And then right across the street is the Fraser History and Art Museum, which is right over there across the street. Come on, Light. So this is 4th Street, and then right up here where it says left turn only, you can't go straight through because 4th Street Live is that little section. It's about a full block, I think it's a full block or maybe 2 blocks that you just can't, you're not allowed to drive through there, but it's pedestrian traffic only. You can go through there with a bicycle though. But it's a cool little place. The brewery restaurant, don't worry about that. What's that? Yeah, it's just a video camera. I'm making a motovlog. I just kind of ride around, talk about stuff. See you later, man. I'm gonna go the fuck around, y'all. Y'all don't figure the fuck out. Sometimes you just gotta go around traffic, you know. Lane splitting is not legal in the state of Kentucky. Obviously, not in the city of Louisville either. It should be. It is not. These guys just like, you realize it's a red arrow. Like you can't turn. Like creeping up is gonna do nothing except get you further away from the center. So you need to trip, but the lights turn green. What you get for sleeping, dipshit? What the fuck is this? I don't know what that was.